he have a sledgehammer, man. You know, when I go down there and feel it, he really hit hard. It's the hardest I ever been hit.
It is the hardest you're ever.
The hardest of my whole career, man.
So Mike Tyson continues to be a very busy man, but it's getting harder and harder now to find anybody who wants anything to do with him. I mean, no fighter wants to get run over by a truck.
There is a class of fighter that makes up the early part of every champion's journey. These boxers have many names and labels. Whatever they are called, they are simply stepping stones for the promising champion to build their record and further their career. And then, when their usefulness is exhausted, they usually fade away. One such fighter was Oklahoma professional boxer Lorenzo Boyd. He fought many famous boxers of his day and was part of Mike Tyson's journey to a world title. After their fight in 1986, Tyson became one of 2 WBC heavyweight contenders. The name Lorenzo Boyd may not be too familiar to the average boxing fan, but avid fight fans will surely recognize the name. Boyd was a warrior who, the saying goes, fought everyone during his professional career, which spanned 2 decades. Turning pro at age 23, Boyd first competed at cruiserweight and won his first 6 fights before moving up to heavyweight. He was first defeated by Steve Eisenbarth by a majority decision. After 2 victories in a row, he suffered his next defeat from capable puncher Mike Williams. Just at this time, Mike Tyson made his debut in professional boxing and began to destroy everyone in his path. Before the fight with Mike Tyson in June of 1985, Boyd fought 2 more times and won both fights ahead of schedule.
Well, I just intend on taking the fight to the guy. I don't think anyone's done that. And I just plan on going in there, and actually you hear all trainers and other fighters, they'll say, don't fight in another guy's game. Well, I plan to get right in his game with him. My stablemate, Quick Tillis, he kind of broke that ice on his mystique. You know, everyone in the country was very intimidated by him, and Tillis let everyone know this guy's vulnerable. Makes lots of mistakes. Tillis opened that up, and I prepared Tillis for this fight, and he also helped me in return. And I'm ready for the guy, and I've also examined the things Mr. Tyson does, his flaws, and I know what I'm going to do for him when he makes those mistakes.
Before the fight with Lorenzo Boyd, the 20-year-old Tyson was undefeated with an impressive record of 23-0. In 1985, the first year of his professional career, Tyson had 15 fights, where he won all the victories by knockout. Through July 1986, Mike scored another 8 spectacular victories. In June, he held 2 fights where he spent less than 5 minutes in the ring combined. Boxing fans and Tyson's opponents were both perplexed why a 5' 10" heavyweight boxer was so successful and seemingly invincible. But it was precisely his short stature that became the main trump card of the unique style of Iron Mike, because if he were taller, his signature style would not work. Tyson worked in the so-called peekaboo stance, where the gloves are pressed tightly against the head and body. In general, this stance is considered non-aggressive. The boxer is always in a defensive position, and it is difficult for him to punch while blocking. High defense is offset by reduced aggression. But Tyson was the exact opposite. Why? Due to his height compared to other heavyweights, the peekaboo stance put his hands in perfect position to hit from the bottom up, an excellent trajectory for starting a strike. Such blows are not available to a tall boxer. Tyson's signature punches are hooks and crosses that are very convenient to punch from an upward trajectory. The peekaboo stance allowed Tyson to easily defend himself, and this was vital because he often positioned himself where he could run into oncoming blows.
Now you've gone back, the last 2 fights have been first-round knockouts. This fight tonight with Lorenzo Boyd, people expect will be a quick one also. Do these fights help you, the short ones, the ones that end so quickly?
Well, every fight helps me when you're coming into the ring. When I get in the ring and I'm in there and I'm performing under all the pressure and everything, I feel it's a plus, yes.
The Tyson-Boyd fight took place on July 11, 1986 in Swan Lake, New York. Tyson weighed in at 220 pounds, and Boyd was 21 pounds lighter. After the bell, Tyson took a dominant position and began to put pressure on Boyd. He immediately broke Boyd's nose, and it was rumored that it had been the first blow. Mike entered the ring with a left hand that had not fully recovered from an injury in his last fight, but it did not give him any difficulties. Several times, Boyd tried to counterattack with single blows, but immediately found himself defending from an onslaught of punches from his opponent. Going into a clinch was something that Lorenzo was familiar with, but Tyson was also more successful here as well. His powerful uppercuts flew within millimeters of Boyd's head. Lorenzo started the second round actively. He approached and from the clinch tried to find a gap in Tyson's defense. Boyd's punches were weak compared to Iron Mike's punches. After several significant blows to the body, Tyson delivered a series of powerful uppercuts, striking Boyd in the jaw and knocking him out. Boyd didn't get up. At around 1 minute and 43 seconds of the second round, Tyson won his 24th consecutive victory and remained an undefeated fighter. It was Mike's 22nd knockout, and he was ranked second by the World Boxing Council. 5 months later, after knocking out 3 more of his next opponents, Iron Mike became the youngest world heavyweight champion.
Assess his performance. How does he punch?
It's stronger than I thought he was. He caught me real good in the rib cage down here on the left side, and I became fearful then because I told myself I have to remind myself not to bring my hand down to protect it. He hit it again. I brought my elbow down.
In case you don't know, it's a right hand and then a right uppercut to the chin. Is he the hardest hitter you've ever been in with?
Yes, I fought Terry Anderson, and they considered him a big banger, but he doesn't punch anything like Mike.
In your opinion, can this man, Mike Tyson, beat any heavyweight in the world right now?
Yes, he'll go all the way. He'll tell us.
Thank you for coming over here. Better luck next time. Okay. At least you can look at it this way. Next fight, you won't have to be in against Mike Tyson. Mike, congratulations on your first victory as a non-teenager. Do you feel that you're the best heavyweight in the world, that you can step in with anybody right now? I know just a number of months ago you said just a few more fights. Are you ready right now?
I feel I am the best fighter in the world right now.
If you enjoyed this video, please click the like, leave us a comment, and hit the bell to turn on notifications so you won't miss our next videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so right now. See you next time in the ring.